So how you feeling, man?
I'm cool, man. Kind of ran down a little bit, but I just did the Craig. Craig Ferguson show yesterday.
Ah. Shit,
With Stone Mecca.
Okay. How'd it go?
Huh?
How'd it go for you?
Well, I'm excited.
That's
Hell, Stone Mecca, wow. They be playing for Rizzers.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they nice though. When we did Working It,
Okay.
my single. So they basically replayed Working It with the live band.
Oh, that's crazy.
And if you heard Working It, you kind of know, like, you feel me? I was like, damn, how they gonna do this?
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? Cause
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, how a band gonna play this? They played it, dude.
Wow.
They played that little computer, like, that fucking video game shit that's just running through the background over and over.
Right, right.
You know, that guitar player played that.
What?
It was off the hook, dude. It come on tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yep.
That's ill. That's ill. So, real quick, what was up with the long delay between albums for you?
What was up, man? I was just trying to handle my business pretty much. Part of it was I was studying music theory.
Okay.
But that wasn't a big part of it. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that could have probably been handled and dealt with easy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I had to do that while I was dealing with basically just toxic people, man. You know what I'm saying? Type of people that, you know what I'm saying? You let them in your life, and then, you know, you can't get them out your life. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you got to do anything you can to get them out your life. They still don't want to go. You know what I'm saying? So I was just dealing with that for like 5 years.
Wow. Wow.
But also I was learning the new technology and stuff too, learning some stuff about mixing and stuff. Pretty much just switching my whole MO from what it was before, having to go to the studio, pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to record a record, being able to do it at home.
Right, right.
You know?
Yeah, that definitely makes you more, I guess, makes it easier on you to get it going. What type of technology are you messing with nowadays?
Honestly, I just fool with my Mac mostly.
You know,
So I got Ableton Live is what I use on the Mac, and that's pretty much my whole production right there. You know what I'm saying? Make beats in live, record vocals in live, mix sometimes in live. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So I do everything in Ableton Live.
Okay.
I got other stuff too. You know what I'm saying? I got MPCs and all that. You know what I'm saying? I got the little black portable MPC. I got the MPC 500. Got the MPC 1000. You know what I'm saying? But I got a house full of instruments, synthesizers, stuff like that. But at this point, it's just so much easier just pull with the computer. And it got everything that I could possibly want.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like I could do things that I would want to do on the MPC, but it'd take hella longer, or I wouldn't be able to do it at all. You know?
Right, right. So, was that this new style of music that you're working on now? Was that an approach you took on this album here, with the production?
I started it a while ago. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know music theory and I kind of know how music works, you know what I mean? Like I was able to put more thought into what type of music I wanted to make. You know? So overall, I tried to keep it funky, you know what I'm saying? But since I didn't know the climate of music, how it was going to be when I was album, I didn't want to go too overboard with the funk, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I still have a lot of dedication to hip-hop, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't want to just go all the way to the other side. So some of the stuff I kept basic hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? The other stuff I tried to funk it up a little bit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's a little bit of both, you know, and it took a while before I was able to just think about it and be like, okay, what should I do? What should I do? Sometimes I'll be torn.
Right. That's what's up. So, did anyone else help you out with the album?
Can you help me out? OPM did a joint for me, and J-Bone did a joint for me. And Mecca was rapping on a song with me called I Got You, Ladybug Mecca.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Now you mentioned before that some of the you've been working on it for a while. How does some of the material on 11th Hour? Do you have a lot of songs recorded that didn't make any projects?
You mean as far as 11th Hour? Like, was there any goodies that didn't make it to the record room?
Yeah, and was some of the songs that made the album, were they leftovers from other projects?
Oh, hell no.
Word?
Well, a lot of the songs that was on 11th Hour was up to date. You know what I'm saying? Like, fairly new.
Right.
Some of them was from before. But see, I had a hard drive crash, and then everything that I had for 11th Hour was gone. You know what I'm saying? So I had to start over. So, you know, all 11th Hour stuff pretty much is fairly new. There might be a couple of songs on there that's kind of older, like Hold Your Hand is older. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah, that gotta hurt, man, a hard drive trash. I bet you got like at least 3-4 externals now trying to back that mofo up, huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, I need to back up sessions and stuff like that on disc, man. Because even though they're not indestructible, they don't crash.
No doubt. Yeah,
I
I be having the same issues over here, man, with my design stuff. So, how'd you connect with Def Jux, and do you think you share a similar audience with the other artists on the label?
Def Jux I hooked up with, that primarily because I knew LP from the beginning, you know what I mean? That's my folks. So I needed a way to put this album out now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to wait another year or so. I had already been putting it off for a couple of years, you know, and people were starting to, you know, be like, okay, dude, you said it was coming out? You said it was coming out? Oh, man, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, so I was like, okay, I need a way to get this out. Let me fool with it. Def Jux. I knew they had a little opening, you know what I'm saying, and it was all good. I like the way he do his thing. I like the way LP do his thing. I seen him build it up from the rocket stage to now.
Word.
Balling, you feel me? So I'm like, okay, let me go holler at him. And it's worked out pretty good so far, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but that was the main reason why I wanted to go with him, though, or go with Def Jux, because I needed that push, you know what I'm saying? I needed some kind of machine. I knew they had a machine over there that operate good.
No doubt.
You know? It had nothing to do with hieroglyphics or, you know what I'm saying, I got funked with hieroglyphics or I left hieroglyphics. It's nothing like that at all. As a matter of fact, we pretty much finished with the new hieroglyphics album now, so.
Oh, that's what's up.
You know what I mean?
So what's up with that, the hieroglyphics and the new album?
Just trying to do it, man. I mean, it's pretty much finished. We got about 12 or 13 songs. But, I know cats want to try to add some other shit, you know what I'm saying? Try to see if they can come up with more shit, you know. I know they're not sold on it just yet.
Right.
But it's there. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So we got that. We got, Opio got 3 volumes of his, Vulture's Wisdom that he did with Architect.
Right.
So, part 1, he just mastered the other day, I think. So, that'll be out pretty soon. Step coming out pretty soon with Reconstruction. Let's see, LED is about to come out, which is, Dell spelled backwards. And, me and Compound 7 did that. It's an EP. Okay. Compound 7 is A+, and his boy AG. Their production team. So they produced that for me. So that's done. I'll be out pretty soon. There's a lot of different things we're working on, and we got other artists that we've been putting out. Like there's this one cat named Nobody that we put out that's hella tiny from the day. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I heard.
Like he's from the turf, he's from the turf, but he's straight spitter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like no nonsense, he's spitting. So he's from the bay, you know what I'm saying? We put out Musab and shit, a couple other groups, you know.
Yeah, I got a chance to hear Nobody spit a little, I think it was a spoken word for us up in Boston. It was hella tight. It was kind of, I was feeling it, definitely tight.
Yeah.
So you think, since you did this album with Def Jux, do you think you'll be working on something with LP or other Def Jux producers and artists in the future?
I'm trying to work on this LP joint with LP. We got a concept for like an EP or something called LP.
That's hot.
So, you know, I mean, he kind of busy, and he wanted to chill and shit. So I was like, alright, whenever you make some beats, just shoot them to me, But lately, I've just been writing every day. Been working on my next, I'm about to say second album. My next album called Funk Man. That's my next Delta Funky Homosapien project.
Okay.
Called Funk Man.
Funk Man? That's what's up.
Funk Man.
Will you be working on another Deltron album in the future?
Yep, I got that like halfway did. Lyrically, anyway. The music is done. Kid Koala and Automator finished the music a while ago. So it's just up to me to finish writing, So yeah, I got like 6 of them written, and like 12 songs,
Damn.
Some time in between me having to run around, do all this crap, get back home, finish Funk Man up probably, write some more, for Deltron, and some rapper.
Wow. That's crazy. Sound like you crunching like mad now. Like, what kind of mind frame do you have to get into to start crunching out projects like this?
One thing is that I just feel like if I don't do it like that, I'm just not even gonna be able to survive.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's already like I'm already past my fucking limit, my hip hop my hip hop expiration date. You feel me? So like it's lucky that I'm even being noticed at this point. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I better be working. You know what I'm saying? Because the younger cats is coming in and they working. Plus, the industry all fucked up and shit too.
Yeah.
So it's like you gotta do twice as much shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but also that's just my MO every day. I live and breathe music. Stay on the computer, working on shit, writing shit every day. Sun up to sun down.
Wow.
Got the computer on right now, you know what I'm saying? Like, working on some shit here. And I'm at a hotel somewhere. Got my microphone with me and everything.
Damn.
So, it's like that. I was on hold for a minute because, personal issues with motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? But once I got that out the way, I was like, man, I can't let this sort of gap be there again, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not even used to nothing like that. I'm used to knocking shit out all the time.
Right.
That was a moment in my life where I had to just peep, like, okay, this is how it feels to be hella unorganized and shit. It's just a trip, you know what I'm saying? Make me appreciate the way I had it before.
I know that's right. So what's the tour and video status for 11th Hour?
Tour and video status?
Yep.
Well, the videos for working it, and that's been out for a minute. It was on MTV
Okay.
and I think they've been playing it on MTV2 as well. MTV it was on The Basement, I think, with Pete Rock.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. So it premiered on there. So getting a lot of love. It's on YouTube, whatever. You know what I mean? So it's a pretty good video. Like I said, we just doing these spot dates right now, so I'm trying to, wrap up these other projects. I don't really want to be out on the road for hella long, like 2 months intervals, you feel me? Just something real quick so I can put some money in my pocket and let people know the album is out still, but at the same time I can go back home, handle my business,
No doubt. So, I know you're mad busy right now, Del, but are you gonna get a chance to get your hands on that new GTA that's coming out?
What's that?
I know you're
what, Grand Theft Auto?
Oh yeah, man.
If I see it, I gotta see it. If I see it, I might get it, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, I don't have time to play video games as much as I used to now, man.
I feel that.
I spend most of my time trying to work on shit. I do have video games at the house that I play every now and then. I stood in line to get Super Smash Brothers Brawl. I stood in line for like 3 hours to get that shit. So I be playing that sometimes on the Wii, you know what I'm saying? I got an Xbox, you feel me? But, man, I'll be working, man.
I feel you, man. That's what's up, Del. Yo, is there anything you'd like to add that maybe I didn't cover?
No, it seems like Seems like you got it, man. Just for everybody out there, you know, just want to say peace to everybody, you know, peeping this out. And check out the album, man, because, you know, it's right.
No doubt. You want to drop the release date quick to make sure we got that right for the people?
Okay. It was released March 11th.
March 11th. Okay.
Yeah. So it's out now. Don't get you.
No doubt. Yo, I appreciate it, though, man. Good luck on everything, man. I'll shoot your people the interview when it's up.
Okay. Thanks, man.
All right, peace.